As a father, I don't know of a father that wouldn't have done the same thing. What I would have done differently, and my recommendation as a counsel would have been, why don't you go ahead and pardon Donald Trump for all his charges?
All right, that's nice, but where was Joe Manchin when we needed him to be a principled voice to call out the Biden enrichment scam? Joining me now is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Governor, I've been dying to talk to you tonight about this. Do you expect that, given the reaction to this pardon, that Biden would also issue a pardon to, I don't know, President Trump or any of Trump's associates proactively and preemptively?
Well, Laura, I think the American people spoke on that. Here you have Joe Biden. One, he lied to the American people again, and his whole presidency has been a blizzard of lies. But he didn't just pardon his son on specific offenses or even commute the potential sentences there. He pardoned him for everything from going back to 2014 to the present. Why? Because they wanted to be able to protect against any inquiries into the Biden family business. And we know that has been subject to scrutiny for many, many years. And so this is a guy that came into office saying his predecessor was a threat to democracy, a threat to our institutions. And what does he do? He corruptly abuses the pardon power to give his son blanket immunity and, by extension, protect himself from having any inquiry. I think it's the opposite with President Trump. They manipulated the law to go after Donald Trump for political reasons. And just think about it, Laura, you've watched politics for a long time. If the electorate actually believed Donald Trump was guilty of serious federal crimes, he would not have been elected in the manner that he did. So the American people spoke, not only rejecting Biden-Harris's policies, but also rejecting the abuse of the legal process against Donald Trump. Those cases are dead. Donald Trump doesn't need a pardon. I think if Biden tried to do it, it may just be too cute by half.
Governor, Pam Bondi is, of course, the president's nominee to be Attorney General. She was Attorney General, obviously, of the great state of Florida. How do you expect her to take on what is desperately needed, a reform of the DOJ, and obviously a nominee for the FBI, Kash Patel? But let's start with Bondi.
Well, I think the mission there is to understand that this is an institution that's run amok. And you got to go in there, and I think Pam will. Don't try to be liked by the bureaucrats. Expect to be attacked relentlessly by the corporate press. And know that when that happens, that's a badge of honor. That means you're doing the right thing. The bureaucrats are not going to like you. They're going to try to stifle. So you got to go in with that mindset, understanding we need major reform. And then I think you also have to go in understanding the levers of power that are available to you, because they will try to frustrate. Maine justice has, of course, become a cesspool. You also have little outposts that think they're immune from accountability, like the Southern District of New York. So have a plan to be able to go bring accountability to that and restore the rule of law. There's a lot that needs to be done. I was, back in the day, a special assistant U.S. attorney 20-some years ago. It was an institution then I think we thought of a lot differently than now. So just understand, this isn't your father's DOJ. This is an institution run amok. You are going to ruffle feathers. People are going to be upset when you do the right thing, but take that as positive feedback.
Now look at what they did to you during COVID. Look at what they did to you from the beginning, and you just kept going on hurricane relief and all the rest. Now, Governor, the FBI itself has also been a cesspool of corruption. And not to say there are not some good people in the FBI, there obviously are. But what do you say to the senators on Capitol Hill that are already quietly vowing to put up roadblocks to the president's choice to be FBI Director Kash Patel? What do you say to them, given the outcome of this election?
So, one, I think you do owe the president a great deal of deference on his picks. Kash Patel understands the problems with the FBI, and he is a reformer that will not be captured by the bureaucrats. Contrast that to our current FBI director, Christopher Wray. We remember when he got appointed back in 2017, he immediately became a company man and was captured by that institution. He has not reformed it in any way, shape, or form. And so I actually think Kash has a lot of very significant experience that's important here. But put that aside, you can be the smartest guy in the world. You can have all this experience. If you don't understand that the institution needs to be reformed, if you get captured, then you're done. You're not going to be effective. And so I think Donald Trump in this pick and others He's making sure he's getting people who have the proper posture to these institutions. These are not the revered institutions that they may have been 30 years ago. These are very problematic institutions. Cash understands that. I think a lot of Republican senators understand that, but apparently not enough do.
Do you expect him to get confirmed, Governor?
I do.
All right. Governor DeSantis, thank you so much. Great to see you, as always.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.